Howdy. Let's hear from Michael Franzese, former Mafia boss.
He said, the reporter said, if you speak to him, it'll be a better story. So me always trying to negotiate stuff, I said, all right, maybe I get the government off my back a little bit, whatever, get out of here, get some peace. So I sit down with him and I said, I tell him typical mob stuff. There is no mob, I don't know what you're talking about. I married this young girl, she's from California, I moved out, I like the sunny weather. I gave him all that stuff, right? And that was it. I think a couple of weeks later, the warden calls me back to the office and he says, Franzese, do you have a death wish? I said, what are you talking about? And he shows me the article. It was a big double picture, a big article, and across the top, quitting the Mafia. And there's a big picture of me, and I'm in jail with several other mob guys. This guy had me doing everything but testifying.
Nobody leaves the mob.
No. No. And then right after that, I get a visit from the government. FBI tells me, hey, word's all over the street from our informants. You're a dead man anyway. Cooperate with us. We'll put you in a program. And so this thing started like accidentally. I didn't say I was testifying against anybody, but then they put word out on the street that I was going to testify. They put my name on the witness list of other trials that were going up, so people were seeing that on the discovery. It was like a wave that I couldn't stop.
Right.
But I did have no intention of going back. So messages came through to me, what's up? I said, look, I'm not going to hurt anybody, but I'm done.
Michael has lived a profoundly extraordinary life, both one of danger and one of success, that ultimately landed him in prison. While in there, he was looking to leave the Mafia family that he had known all his life. Because of that, they were looking to put a hit out on him. Evaluating his options, he decided he wanted to leave that life and build something different, something that had really never been done before. Obviously, he's here today, and he successfully made that move that no one would think to be possible. So when you find yourself in any position in life, there are generally always going to be options. So when finding oneself in a difficult position, there are usually always options. And you could use some of the lessons from Michael Franzese when thinking for yourself.